Welcome to Should I Watch This, where I look at the pilot episode of a TV series and say, this looks interesting, or I'm gonna skip this. This time it is Fringe. I think it's a sci-fi show, but I'm not sure. This is not a market substitute. Support the original. I feel like I'm about to watch Lost. That had an interesting premise and then it just kind of went. Uh-oh. He looks suspicious. Oh no. You better engage that autopilot. Oh. So they're gonna like arrive at their destination and just everyone's... One of them is going to die. That always happens in pilot episodes when they're like, I love you. Yep. They're setting it up as motivation for later. I like the location title. So she's basically Scully, I guess.
Plane landed itself right on time, unlike every flight I've ever taken.
I like him. I like that they're being very cautious. Sometimes on these shows, they just kind of walk in with no gloves or anything. What did he inject himself with? I love these titles. I know I keep saying that.
You said you loved me. In the motel.
Yeah?
I wanted to say I love you too.
They always make such a big deal about this on shows. I've just never understood it. I wouldn't take a relationship to that level without loving someone. So it's like, well, yeah. And they said it, drama. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm just not a casual relationship person. It's like, if I'm going to take the time, I better love you. Okay. Found the laboratory. Do not separate. Whatever's going on here, you are in danger.
Hands in the air!
Motivation time. I'm glad that they didn't choose her because that's very cliche.
He's not contagious, but until we understand more, it's better not to introduce any additional contaminants.
Oh my. There's John Noble.
I'm coming to you with a solid lead, and your personal resentment
Man,
is
you're wasting your
preventing you...
breath and my time. Do you understand immediate family? You want
So
to
get them
question
to talk
Dr.
to
Bishop,
him.
you go find his next of kin and have him escort you in. Talk to Bishop.
Yeah.
Uncover something substantial.
Yeah, just find his family, go in with them.
You're the only one who can provide us access.
And what possible help could that man be to you? And what is it exactly that you're expecting me to do? Hop on a plane with you back to Massachusetts? I just got here, honey.
Your father may be able to save someone who's dying. Someone I care about very much.
Sweetheart, we all care about someone who's dying.
And stop calling her sweetheart.
Sorry.
You just met.
I know why you're here. So either you come with me, or I let certain people know your whereabouts. He was part of a classified U.S. Army experimental program called Kelvin Genetics. They gave him the resources to do whatever work he wanted, which was primarily in an area called fringe science.
Here's the fringe part.
My father was Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
He asked for you.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Stop calling her that.
I didn't tell him you were here. And call me sweetheart one more time, I'd really like that.
Thank you. It's an interesting premise. It's just a little bit slow so far. I feel like they could have chopped down the editing a bit, especially since they had such a long pilot episode.
No. Guardian? No. Forget it.
He'll do it.
No, I will not
One
do it.
phone call. That's all it takes. You want me to make it? Because I've got my phone in my pocket. Now it's out of my pocket.
Now you've got my father. Which falls into the category of be careful what you wish for,
Yeah.
sweetheart.
Oh, seriously? I like Olivia so far, but everyone around her is just so terrible. When he's away from this facility, he might get back his focus again. Ah.
Get the lab for Bishop.
I have a feeling this is going to become a major set on the series.
Why don't you go ahead and liberate yourself? Because I'm here now, so I kind of feel like I deserve the truth, don't you?
There's no file.
There was no file.
I needed you back here.
So that was what? You were bluffing?
I was desperate.
Yeah, you know, I'm usually pretty good at reading people. That's sort of what I do.
The Finnish contagion, which means we can synthesize a counteragent.
So you can
Don't
help
do
him.
that. Don't give her false hope.
It's no false. It's not false. It's real. His brain will no longer be able to oxygenate itself. I'm so sorry.
And he can tell me what the suspect looks like.
It's not an exact science.
It's not even science.
Have you done this before?
I have used this technique to extract information from a corpse once.
Oh. Like Torchwood.
Then stick a metal rod into your head and put you naked into a rusty tank of water.
No, I don't want to. No, I'd rather not. I'm just saying I can.
Okay, Olivia.
All right, I like John Noble. This character, I cannot stand, and I just want him to leave.
Hey, be careful.
He seems all right. What is it with J.J. Abrams and wanting scenes like this? I do not get it.
Turn around. Now.
At least there's a vague excuse this time. Ow. That's a pretty dodgy looking tank, though. I don't think I could get in there.
These are her brain rhythms. More important than most people know.
I like how John Noble saw that she had been relegated into the background, and he's the one who was like, hey, let's get you involved. If you like to see this, let's talk you through it. Like, he noticed her. And as someone who tends to want to go into the background, having someone notice you and say, hey, you're important, come over here. It means a lot. I really like his character.
They should be in the same place, so to speak.
So what do we do now?
Well, you could leave the show. Sorry, I really don't like him. They're sinking.
What was that?
Nothing.
He knows.
We got a runner in the back. We need him alive.
Got it.
You look like crap.
No primary matches for criminal record. We'll cross-check all state...
He just said she looks terrible. She looks amazing. In fact, identical to every other scene, thanks to being beautiful and having makeup. I don't like it when they have those phrases on TV shows and movies, like, oh, you look so terrible, and then the actor is perfectly made up. Looks like they walked off a model's runway.
Do you believe that Stieg may be part of the pattern?
I'm sorry, part of the pattern?
Oh, I assumed you had clearance.
Intriguing.
I would say this to my own daughter. Be careful. And good luck.
Aha. Look for the back entrance. Hopefully someone outflanked him. Oof. Nice parkour.
So I just don't have that kind of time.
Nope.
Tell me the chemicals. Now. Stop. You can't do that.
So I got the lab.
Beautiful location.
We're impressed.
Who's we?
What happened on that plane might be part of something more dangerous than just
The
simple terrorism.
pattern.
Simple terrorism?
They're calling these events the pattern, as if someone out there is experimenting, only the whole world is their lab. You've seen it now, you know.
I don't want to know.
No, but you can bring John Noble with you this way. Yes.
Awake. Olivia, he's awake.
He made it. All because she trusted Walter.
Today, the airplane was a demonstration. You drawn unwarranted attention, something we can't afford to be connected with. I'll make this simple. You're not selling to anyone else.
He's cleaning up loose ends. What a twist. That was good. Yeah. Oh dear. She lost him anyway.
When corporations have higher security clearances than we do.
He has a point. The truth is out there. Team up time.
After you left, my father sat down and started talking to me, and he was remarkably lucid. He told me about the work that he and William Bell had done, their experiments, and that incident, what happened on the plane, is just the beginning.
Are we leaving?
No.
5 hours.
Yeah, but they have necromancy here on this show.
Questioning.
They talked about it earlier. I have mixed feelings about this. When I come into a new show, I need to like at least a few characters and not dislike any of the main cast in order for me to want to continue. As some of you probably know, because I've talked about it before, I couldn't get into Babylon 5 because I didn't like anyone and I disliked a lot of people. And so I sat through 3 seasons and it was just misery. I'm so sorry. The story was outstanding, but I hated the characters and that made it difficult to watch. And I slogged through it, but every single episode I was like, I don't want to be here. I'm getting the same vibe from Fringe as B5, meaning there's a really good story there. The writing is excellent for the most part. And I feel like this is a really good show from that perspective. But I dislike Walter's son so much. I don't think I could get through it. Olivia is gorgeous, intelligent, like perfect in every way, almost too perfect. And then John Noble is the character I think I connected to the most. He's just fantastic. His son, I just want to yeet him out a window. I'm sorry. I can't deal with him. If there's a novelization of Fringe, let me know, because I think this is a situation where if I read the book and could kind of imagine the character myself and make some headcanon changes, which are a lot easier to do when you're reading than watching something, I think it would be palatable that way. If there's a book, let me know. I will read it. But as a show, I'm giving it the thumbs down, just for me personally, not because it's poor writing. I can't watch a show where I hate a character that's going to be in the main group. I've done it before. It doesn't work. And it's a terrible experience that I don't ever want to repeat. I'm so sorry, Babylon 5 people. I also felt like the pacing was off, especially for a pilot episode. I mean, it dragged on and on and on, and they had a lot of scenes of characters staring at each other. Like you could almost hear the Honest Trailers dun 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 stairs music going on. I feel like if they had cut all of that out, made it a lot more streamlined, and basically put it down to a normal episode length, I might have been able to engage with it a little bit better. It's difficult when you're first starting a show and you need time to feel the style, the pacing, the structure, all these new characters. But I've seen so many TV shows do this correctly and just instantly engage you that I know it's possible. And all of the whinging about, oh, but this and that and the other thing, it's like, no, I know it can be done. So why didn't they do it? Simple as that. For example, Space 1999. It took them probably all of 10 minutes to make me a fan. Like, not just a thumbs up, an actual fan. Charmed. Same thing. Pilot episode, not even a particularly interesting story, but it engaged me because the characters were fantastic. They kept solid pacing throughout the whole episode. They didn't go, oh, this is the pilot. We can drag this on for no reason. If I were to continue this show, it would be 100% be because of John Noble's character. I genuinely enjoyed Walter's interactions with people, and I want to see more of that. I can't deal with everything else that's going on. So I'm sorry, Fringe fans. Again, I'm not saying this is a poorly written show. I just can't connect with it. It's not my cup of tea, I guess you could say.